Hey, what's going on, guys? Triple C here. I'm Joseph, and this is Triple C. We're doing another stream today. Woohoo! It's a little late. It's about 3:30, 3:40. I got to get good old Justin in here. Go live with Justin. Okay, but yeah, so we are going to be having a stream today. It's going to be a pretty long stream. We're going to be taking a look through Triple C time. So I'm just waiting for Justin to join. We'll kind of sum everything else up once we start. But yeah, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Um, as I said, I'm just waiting on Justin to get this whole thing going. He's going to be joining momentarily, of course. So yeah, that's what's going on. Oh, Justin joined, and I think I requested. I just waved at him. Hi, Justin. Come on, I requested you. If you see, I think he sees. Yeah, he's the only one watching. You're not supposed to be watching, you're supposed to be joining me. Okay, we're gonna cancel that. I'm gonna go like this and send the request again. Come on, Justin. Let's get this bread.
Yeah, shut up. Ah,
Yeah.
all right, I'm
What's
back.
going on, buddy? Alright. You ready? We're gonna do it like we always do with the videos. In three, two, one. Hey, what's going on, guys? Triple C here. I'm Joseph.
And I'm Justin.
And this is Triple C. Woohoo! It is right now 3:40 p.m. on the 16th of December. 9 days till Christmas, and we're going to be doing a look back in time with Triple C kind of spiel. Um, Nothing too crazy, just kind of having a good time. Justin really wanted to do a stream today. We were going to do it Monday, but both of us were really busy and everything, and then pushed it to Tuesday and pushed it to Wednesday, and then just like, listen, man, we gotta get that stream, and I'm like, I don't want to, and he's like, all right, fine, let's do it, and I said, okay, let's do it. So here we are. We are doing a stream. Um,
Yep.
so for most of this, Justin's gonna be doing a lot of talking. I'm gonna be doing some work, but I wanted to be in it just so that he can get my input. So I'm not overly, so you guys don't see just him. Um, so now you can see both of us kind of doing it together. So yeah, Justin, I know you're playing Xbox right now, so get the crap off. um, so so yeah, I guess just to do a couple little fun facts. If you guys are new to this company, we were established back in August of 2018. Um, I'll do some fun facts while Justin gets kind of ready for his um his show. Um,
Lucky me.
but You're right. Yeah. So we were established back in 2018 with just me and Justin. We've gone through a couple of third members. Um, yeah, we lost one, and we gained one. Well, then he came back, and then we lost one again, and he came back, and then we got a new one. But that's for another time. I think he may get into it. But mainly, what we're going to be really talking about, not really the history of Triple C, but more of the projects and the designs that we went through before getting to our final, I guess you can kind of call it, um, future car designs. We're still working on them right now, but they are set in stone that we're going to be making them in the future, as of course, as long as we get where we are, as long as we keep pushing forward. So, with that, Justin, why don't you take it away with, I guess you could say, volume number one. And yes, we have a bunch of volume
Let me
projects
just show
and
you
stuff.
how many volumes there are. Yep.
See that?
So, all right.
That's all history right there. So,
It
take it
all.
away, Justin.
All right. So we're gonna start off. Well, this is all out of order. That's for sure. Um, three, two, and then one. All right, so we have volume one, which says Triple C. You can't see it. It's there though. It's written in black pen on a black covered book. Good idea. Good idea, us. So it says Killer Croc.
Previous owner of the company.
In this book, you will see many of the detailed concepts and drawings of the Killer Croc team. So what do you say, boys? This is like a thing that we did with almost every single one of our volumes. I want to say almost all of them, where we would have different catchphrases that I guess you could associate with a certain era. This book
Bring
started
that back
on,
though.
huh?
We gotta bring that back though. So what do you say, boys?
It's a
That
product of
was
the time. And if you guys
it
want to know
was
exactly how far back we're going, this book right here was started on March 5th, 2019. Yeah, we were a little late into the game with see, we founded the company in August 2018, but it wasn't until January of 2019 did we actually start taking this thing seriously. So,
um,
a couple months in, we started professionally documenting our Triple C experience. So a lot of you guys are probably like, well, what about the stuff that happened before this? It was just a flying tiger. There was nothing before this. So you weren't missing much.
it was that's what started us off was the tiger.
Yep. And if you want to go back a little further, I think our first three episodes or first three videos on YouTube predate this book. So you can kind of see that. All right. So let's go to what started pretty much Triple C. A lot of people think the Flying Tiger. We don't even really want to go into that. What's the first Triple C? Is it the Flying Tiger or the drill cart?
It's the flying tiger.
Yeah, it is the Flying Tiger. It's the first Triple C that we've made. However, it's not the
Exactly.
first complete Triple C. It's confusing. You know what? Maybe it is. Maybe
That's
it is.
well, that makes more sense because if you think about it, the first Triple C, the first project that started Triple C was the Flying Tiger. Um, but that was what started the company. We haven't finished her yet because she doesn't run. The first ever 100% complete project was Drill Cart. So it is kind of I guess you can say, um, kind of question to gander and like talk about. It's a question of conversation. What really started Triple C? Honestly, it's all up to opinion at that point because you know, as I said, and as Justin said, it was our first complete project was Drill Cart. The Tiger is I guess you can kind of call it 90% complete.
Yeah,
Because she doesn't have an engine, she doesn't run. We didn't finish all the plans with her. So being again the first project, being the Flying Tiger, it's not 100% done. So you can kind of go back and forth with someone on whether or not the drill cart was the first ever project or the Tiger. But as I said, that's all up to you guys. You guys watch the stream later on or something. Make sure to drop it in the comments. Which one do you think is the first one, drill cart or the Flying Tiger?
I
That'll
guess
start a conversation.
for the most part, it probably would be the Flying Tiger. Um, but like Joe said, it was not completed. So I don't know. We'll leave it up to everyone else. um,
Yeah.
so drill card, the bubble top concept. So this was here from the very beginning. There was always going to be a
Move a
bubble
little
top.
bit. There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So how we were going to accomplish this, of course, now you guys know it's an upside down giant salad bowl. So now we can finally say that because we have the time to go over individual of how the hell we pulled a lot of this stuff off. A lot of people think that we're like scientists and that we're like dealing with electricity. We have hair that spikes up and stuff like that. But in reality, as much as I even think that we kind of come across as that sometimes, we don't. We pretty much have whatever. When you go into Walmart, your neighborhood Walmart is really exactly what we're around. We don't have all this fancy high tech stuff. So So we had to make do with it. And at the time, this was a very ambitious project. I know now, when everything's drill powered in our entire fleet, let's be honest, it's different.
Yeah.
It's different now. But at the time, having anything that was powered was a huge deal. It was like, whoa, we're actually going to have something that moves on under its own power without being towed by a truck. So fun stuff. So how we were going to pull this off was a clear umbrella, one of those regular umbrellas that you can see through, a door hydraulic cylinder for one of those steel doors that just close on their own, and zip ties. As you can
That
tell,
was like our main thing.
yep. I would say drill cart definitely formed the basis of the modern Triple C because the Tiger was held together and still is held together with screws. One thing that we came across when restoring her recently, obviously, was that we had to abide by the original Triple C logic that we could not use zip ties because zip ties they were around, but they weren't something we wanted to use. So that proposed a lot of issues structurally with the Tiger. And I'm going to be honest with you, there were some zip ties that made it onto the new Flying Tiger because there were pieces that were constantly flying off on the original one, though nobody ever saw that because every time we had a video, we had to retape it. So it was stuff you really didn't see. But yeah, drill cart bubble top concept. I don't know how this would have worked. I guess it would have been right in the middle of the seat. This is a classic case of exploding the image to the point where it looks like you could fit two people inside it. And then when you actually finally see how small the sitting area is, you'd realize that's impossible. You wouldn't be able to do that. So that's why that didn't make it on here. Something interesting a lot of people are thinking about, besides this pig nose that we had on drill cart, which actually isn't a grill, rather it's two lights. The lights are on the bottom, which is kind of interesting. See, the original drill cart is obviously nowhere near how it is now, but it still has four lights in the front, technically. You got the two lights, you got the fog lights on the side. But originally, the fog lights were going to be in the front, and they weren't going to be orange, they were going to be just regular color. Because drill cart was supposed to have pop-up headlights. What we were trying to make as a Triple C standard. After the Tiger, we figured, we really hit a home run with the first go-kart one of the first go-karts. Or a go-kart with pop-up headlights. We thought it was a huge deal, and it still seems like it, So we were like, well, let's pull it off again, because that's pretty much what we thought of as what a Triple C is. Exactly. There we go. So then, sketched out another design. This is it with just a giant grill. This is it with a egg crate grill. Dash Series Racer with small grill, no fog lamps. Another Dash Series Racer. This is the all-new Triple C Dash Series. So you can see you got the track version, the dirt version, and the drag version. Out of all of those three, the only one that made it was the track version. But it pretty much, that cool idea, and I'm going to be honest, that was a pretty cool and ambitious idea we had. The idea was you could take the body off and leave just the drill cart's frame. Let's be honest. The drill cart's frame, and you take the body off and put either a track body, a dirt body, or a drag racing body, which didn't use any panels at all. So it was pretty cool that you could have multiple different projects on one platform. I guess the most recent time we've done something similar was when we converted Comet's chassis into Libra's chassis. So, pretty high-tech stuff. I think, for the time. Dash Series interior is going to have a touchscreen. See, that didn't really make it in.
Mhm.
Lot of things. So we're gonna skip out with the drill card stuff because a lot of this is just stuff that kind of made it on. Um, Drill cart moving air brake. So you press the brake and it lifts up like a little cantilever system, and it'll fold the wing up in the back to give you a little air brake. There were multiple reasons why this didn't make it. One, space. Two, because there was even if we decide to make space for it, what would we have got out of it? It wasn't going that fast. So that was how that worked. Pop-up headlights on drill cart. Yes. So this wasn't just a design thing or whatever. There was concepts, detailed concepts, as you see here, that really alluded to the fact that we were really trying to find a way to make this happen. So there's going to be an under hood or an under platform storage. So you can store things under the platform. Like I said, not enough space, and it's very low to the ground, which was another thing we didn't really notice at the time. And you know what? To be fair, can you? Can you actually pull that off? Yes, we can. The new, well, not the new, I don't know what I'm saying, the new drill cart. The drill cart underneath would have enough room to fit a little storage container if need be. But the thing that we liked about it is that because it's all open under there, you're able to access little bits and pieces here and there easily. So doing maintenance, and Joe could definitely vouch for me here, when we were restoring it. Remember, Joe, how easy it was to restore it? Because
Oh, it was so easy.
it's extremely easy. The drill, a lot of people might think, oh, it's very complicated. You have to, like, time it in some sort of way, or whatever. No, simple stuff. Everything's accessible that you need accessible. So we thought of that at the time. Pretty cool stuff. Xbox controller vibrators. Somebody in school told me that those were little motors that you could use to power RC cars. So, of course, I jumped on the bandwagon and said, hey, what if we use this to power the front wheels? It's kind of like a hybrid system. Just fun things.
Remember when you thought that was a brilliant idea too? It was like Albert Einstein talking to Justin at that point.
Well, we were on to something. Let's
That's what we thought.
see. Drill car steering system. That is pretty much the standard system. Nothing changed.
Yeah.
Twin engine 4-wheel drive. I gotta admit, this one was kind of cool. So it required two drills, one on the rear, one on the front, and you would have had your little 4-wheel drive system. So interesting. Like a lot of this is other random concepts, early versions of our Giorgio, Terranova, cars like that.
Those were the good old days when it would that the volume 1 and 2. I guess 1, 2, and 3 were really big concepting phases. Really big.
I want to say up until 3, we started kind of phasing out concepting because then we pretty much had the concepts. Now we were just applying.
Whether they're gonna work or not.
Yeah, there you go. So this is
I
an
had to talk.
what you go, Joe.
I'll say quick. I had to talk Justin down to stopping making all the concepts because every like day he'd be like, "Hey, I got 2 more concepts for us," And I'm like, Justin, we don't need any more concepts. And he's like, what do you mean? I said, Justin, we have so many concepts on our plate. At this point, we're gonna be making a fleet of like army planes. Like it was so crazy. So we had to like, it took some persuading to get him out of the concepting phase because that's all he did, and I felt really bad that I had to pull him out because he's a really creative kid. But it's just we had so much on our plate. It was like we were kind of getting down onto our final projects, I guess you can kind of call it. And here he is. Oh, I got 7 more freaking concepts that we can throw on the table. And I'm like, stop it. We got so much on our plate.
And you guys will see
And
a lot of those in these books.
you'll see a lot of shot down ones.
Yeah. But a lot of people know how I am with if the projects get shot down, some of the stuff in them gets implemented into other things. So you're going to see a lot of similarities of like, hey, I'm pretty sure they did that in that project. And you're going to be right because a lot of this stuff was carried over. But this one is a personal one to Joe, and of course this is volume 1. This is the first time this was ever concepted. Project Lesha. Back in the days, I owned Lesha.
I do remember that.
Yep. So that's the design. It was gonna be like a pickup truck. Guys, it probably seems a little familiar to some of you guys because our newest project's going to be a pickup truck. So very interesting stuff. We have a Lesha with a cab, which I think I called the Lesha van. That was like a 2-seater. Another design that's been implemented before. You have your Dash Series drill cart. That pretty much looks exactly how a drill cart looks. I want to say that was the final design of drill cart due to the fact that, look at that. Look at the interior.
Hold up. Let it load in. It looks like, oh, there we go. There she is.
Yep. Exactly how it is. Let's see. Triple C racetrack. Well, it looks similar to that. This is Lesha. Yep, this is Lesha with the turbo engine. I have yet to find that turbo. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh yeah, you took it off of it
Once
once
the
it
engine stopped working, yeah.
yeah, once the engine got flooded.
Yep. So, I don't
That's
know.
what we believe happened anyway.
Huh?
I said that's what we believe happened anyway, that it was flooded.
Possibly, yeah. We were actually. I was thinking with the turbo. The biggest question that people are having is Joe gonna bring back the turbo Lesha? Will Lesha have a turbo? This is the question I would think.
Am I bringing back the turbo? I don't know. I got to get her running first.
All right, there's your answer, everyone. How much of an answer? It's just that. Okay, so other Triple C designs for Lesha. Lesha was also going to have pop-up headlights. And then that's sort of where it closes out. Ideas such as a water-cooled alternator and a serpentine belt made out of tires. Or serpentine belt made like tires. Tires take a little longer, obviously, to break. A serpentine belt, which runs your engine, those things wear out quick. So if they're made out of the same material as your tires, meaning they have steel on the inside, they won't burn out as quick. That was an interesting thing. That was volume 1. Now on to volume 2, original lineup, 2018 to 2019. So this I'm guessing is even more old school stuff. May 7th, 2019, 12:04 and a half p.m.
12:04 and a half. What did you just say?
12:04 and a half. That's the time that it was started. 12:04 and a half.
Oh, so 12:04, 12. Oh, oh. So half a second? You got so specific on it?
Yep.
Oh my God.
And this is the one that says, "We are Triple C."
Wow, so cool.
And we kick it off, Project Lesha. So
And there she is with the damn pickup truck COE crap. I'm just kidding.
this is when we were decided she was going to be a van, planning to be the first Triple C off-roader. Interesting.
I remember that.
Triple C Xenos concept.
I remember that too. That was also one of our, I guess, enjoying moments of concepting.
Yep. Another Lesha DK100. Probably a successor to the or predecessor to the Comet.
Is that a Mini Cooper?
Triple C 2.5. Concepts that are newer than those previously. Okay, I don't know what that means. Um, okay. Movie things for my other account. I don't know how that got in there. Um, Lesha Turbo System. Idea number one, use a cord. So apparently the high and low cord, if you guys have ever seen us use Lesha, you guys know that there is no fan cutting deck underneath. So the
hmm
old lever that you would use to put it low or high would have had a cord attached to it to activate your turbo system. So you could choose when you wanted your turbo power. Of course, we didn't use that. So, yeah, there's another angle, proven design. That proven design never happened. Um, so a lot of you guys know, like they have power wheels, but there's a specific power wheel that I always thought was cool, and that was like the Desert Runner one.
Oh yeah.
So I think we concepted or we saw one online, and we were like, hey, what if we did one? I actually remember doing this one at Charlie Brown's for some reason, like the restaurant. Um, I mean, those do they even exist anymore?
Probably, but I mean, that again, that was the phase where Justin was just continuously concepting. It was good because we kept getting a lot of ideas. We started, as he said previously, he had a bunch of ideas that we could just merge into the ones that we had already. So that was the plus.
Exactly. It's, I think even still.
But yeah. So while Justin's looking for that, um, yeah, he had a lot. As I can go on and on and on for days about how much concept this kid brought to the table. But in the end, it really did help us kind of finalize um, most of our project because, well, um, without them, we didn't really have like full finished designs. As we said, we pulled parts from other ones and kind of called, and then we're like, oh, this actually makes sense. I wonder why. I'm like, oh, wow, it makes sense. We should do this one. And so we did. So
There was
it wasn't so bad,
what?
but
Yeah, that's true. The thing was,
It
a
had its
lot of these
perks.
projects, we were kind of at a lost cause with some of them. Like, what are we going to do for that part of the car or whatever, the project? And then we would
Mhm.
take a look back at this and it was like, oh, wait, we had that design. That looked pretty cool. What if we put that on there? So they definitely helped speed along the projects that did make it, like drill cart. Um,
Exactly. Yeah. So.
this one's interesting.
Oh yeah,
We
I remember making that one.
we found, I guess we thought of an idea like anything, like
Two.
Walker. Yeah, like anything that had wheels, we concepted into a project. So I think we had been given walkers, and so we were gonna make a project out of them, but it was 8-wheel drive, and we were gonna dedicate it to our good old friend Josh Chanley, but I think they got thrown out, so that never came to be. Uh, so the project ended up evolving and dropping 4 wheels to become this station wagon, which came the Comet.
Yep, that's when the comment was officially like we were like, oh sh shoot, there we go, we got something.
Look at that. These are triple C designs done by our good friend Jose. Shout out to him.
Yeah, that was at the lunch table back when me and Justin were um doing when we actually when we went to school together, we went to high school together. We sat with one of my friends from my classes, um Jose. I hope if you see this, Jose, we hope that you're doing really well and everything. We wish you the best. Stay safe during this coronavirus. We haven't talked much at all, like ever. It was like once we started doing it. I mean, once we were together, it was like great, but then it stopped because of course we moved on. Jose went to school, we went to school, and we kind of parted ways. So in conclusion, I guess you can kind of really say, when we were together, we did have him make some designs that that were really cool. He really helped out with some of the designs of the of like the logo and stuff, and it kind of got us thinking. And again, every part of the process has its purpose. So his help really kind of helped us to get to a newer logo. I know this is not our final logo, but we're still looking for a new logo and stuff and whatnot. So
Yep. Actually, we're still waiting on a new logo. So,
that's a really good point.
yep.
As long as we get it through and everything, once the semester is officially over, since we like to pick up people at some poor times. I guess we can say we have great ideas and then we're like, let's execute them now, and they're like, yeah, that's a good idea, but it's the semester and I really can't put a lot of focus on that. We gotta focus on school, and we're sitting there like, okay, how's it going? Weeks later, and they're like, I haven't made any progress on it because of school. And we're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It happens. Happens too much.
Does. Yeah,
So,
but it's okay. We're glad to have our friends around and stuff. So
yep. But speaking of friends, we got Chanley's Dolly Cart project.
that was it. That's all we. That was the. We could finish it right now. Look at it. It's so simple.
It is.
It's literally just a dolly. We'll give it to him like that. We'll buy it from Harbor Freight and call it a day.
And that's pretty much what we did. And then we overcomplicated it. The rest of them are just designs for our real life cars. Really nothing special. You guys could go back and even see in like some of our videos what our concepts do look like. We have had videos showcasing.
Mhm.
But if you were really curious, this was what the Comet was envisioned to be.
Oh, yep, I remember.
Yep. Um, yep. So that was how that goes. All right. That right there is a go. Now on to Triple C Volume 3, 2020 to 2021 lineup. Flying car concepts, pricing, spec sheets, Nova V, and cardboard models. Like I said, there are concepts like flying concepts, but you can see there's a lot of spec sheets, a lot of pricing, and a lot of models. So now we're kind of the transition we're kind of going from the transition from concepts to real life.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of interesting stuff. Oh, we got a 2020 garter. About that. Yeah, it's good. 2020 garter. All right, so this is started. This was started at 11:31. I'm guessing a.m. 11/5/19.
Wow.
So exact time and date. So interesting stuff. As of the making of this live stream, this recently hit a year old. So it's kind of cool to see where we thought we would be at a year from now, pretty much, roughly. So we have our Killer Croc Customs logo. This logo, not the CCC part, but rather the Killer Croc Custom script, is actually the same Killer Croc Custom scripts that's on our sign outside. Believe it or not.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Here we go. Flying utility vehicles, such as a flying ambulance, a flying garbage truck, a space miner, which you blast it off. It's in the shape of a rocket, and it has little hands that come out when it lands, so it can mine things. Of course, you have a space mining updated rocket slash pickup truck design. Pretty cool. When the back is folded, I don't know what the hell that means. Uh,
That's a good thing to talk about.
what?
The I guess you can kind of call it the flying first responders. That's what it really was called, the flying first responders. You
Yeah.
know, it originally came from actually my design. I think I still have it. You know what? I'm on my computer right now, so I'm doing some homework. But I can show you guys. I think it's in here. Let me see if I can find it. But it first started off with the flying tow truck. And I thought to myself, yeah, tow trucks, they get there pretty fast, the scene, but they also take up space. They take up a lot of space. You're gonna have to have at certain points you're gonna end up having um well, I guess you could say they're gonna block off a bunch of lanes to pick up the car, and then they have to drive off, and they have to have some cleanup parts and whatnot. So I thought to myself, I said, self, what if we like made it so that it just kind of flew in, landed, and picked it up, just like that. So here, let's see if I can show you. It looks like I can. I actually have it here. As you can see here, quick white, I still have it. You can see as right here, um, that's kind of like the whole basic concept, just a giant cube with four thrusters that you can see right here. It hovers, brings the platform down, and it pulls all the pieces. Just as an example, that's just an engine that has pulled off and pulled into here. Of course, the emergency services are going to be there to clean up all the oil, but that could also be added into another flying truck like that. But all in all, you can see here that's kind of the basic concept. The chains, then it flies up like that, and it's off, and it flies just like that, just out of the way, and nobody, you know, has to worry about blocking off seven lanes of traffic or something. I will say though, they are doing the tow truckers and everybody like that. They definitely do a good job of mitigating how much lanes they have to close off because, well, shoot, if they had to close off all the lanes, then nobody's getting anywhere, and everyone's gonna be mad. and that's just not going to work. You can't. You're going to have to. You're going to have the people that are going to leave through other exits and other stuff like that, and you know, I see that all the time. I don't see it all the time, but I watch, just as a fun fact, I watch the show. I used to watch the show on Netflix, where it was, I guess you can kind of call it tow truckers or something, where it's the big semi trucks that are in the crashes and the big wreckers come in and stuff. And because they have to block off so many lanes, there are people that actually leave through other roads. There was one episode that I saw that had people so impatient that they were taking a service road from a higher one, a higher highway, to a lower um, highway, and ultimately, in the end, some guy that decided to go, um, people started following, and ended up being in an accident because the guy merging onto the service road, because the service road isn't really a road, the car comes in and it hits into an oncoming car, and there's an accident there. And the people that are already working with the records for the semi are really pissed. They're like, "Are you kidding me? This is a service road," and they were mad. So blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. That kind of went off the tangent. But that's what they try to stop and prevent when using, I guess you could say, wreckers and whatnot and tow trucks, is the amount of lanes they have open. So I guess you could say, to kind of keep the flow of traffic going, why not make it a flying unit that comes in, nice and simple, lines up with the car itself, picks it up, people go around it, block off one lane instead of three, or they block off two lanes, they block off one lane instead of two, and they're good to go, kind of thing. Um, but of course, it's still a concept. But that's when we started getting into flying first responders, the the police cars, the ambulance, fire trucks, and all the other crazy stuff. I know that it's a very sensitive subject talking about the police and stuff like that during this time in 2020. Why would you give them flying cars and stuff like that? You're just going to give them more power or whatever you guys believe. We won't talk about that. Don't worry about it. No big deal. Um, but why not? I mean, not why not. At the time, there was no real problems. At the time, we were talking probably back in 2019, when nothing was really horribly going on. So we're like, you know what? Let's give the police officers, so they get a little faster. They get to crime scenes faster. They get places faster. The ambulances get to that um the hospitals faster. The fire trucks get to the fire faster. That kind of thing. And then, of course, the tow trucks get to the crashes faster. That whole kind of thing, because all of those together really are important in saving lives and keeping everybody else around them safe. So that's what I'm kind of really talking about there. But it's all a new concept that people have talked about before. But um, the real big thing here is if we're going to do it or not. And again, we really want to, because it could be a big selling factor for the company. We can talk about that. Maybe we'll get some flying. We'll get my Nova V ready. We'll get a flying tow truck ready. All that kind of stuff. So we're hoping that with the new age of flying, I guess you can say, brings up efficiency, brings up speed, brings up how many lives are saved, everything like that. So that's kind of my tangent off of everything that's going on with with that. So thank you, Justin, for letting me talk. And now back to you.
All right.
For the news report. Back to you, Justin.
All right. Here we go.
Did you have anything to say about that, or did you want to continue with something else?
No, I think you rounded it up pretty good. That's what I think.
Oh, thank you.
Oh. So, space mining's the future. I guess that's the way we thought that would be a big thing this year. But You can see that space mining hasn't really been in the agenda, and I'm going to be honest, I kind of forgot. So that's good. Engine lineup. Here we go. We have the Triple C. What is this? The Triple C 1 liter inline 3. You had the 2.5 inline 4, 2.7 inline 5, 3.7 cylinder, 4.0 diesel V8, 4.8 V8, 5.5 V8 twin turbo, the 6-liter, 6.5, or 7-liter V8. Then you had a 7.7 V10 twin turbo or 6 turbo. You had, of course, the 10.8-liter V10 twin turbo supercharged. And then transmissions, 6-speed automatic and manual, 8-speed automatic, 7-speed manual, 10-speed automatic, 12-speed manual. Interesting. Triple C 2019 to 2020 model guide as of 11/6/19. At Triple C, we pride ourselves in performance with a recording breaking. Okay, that's probably a typo. A recording breaking 6 production V8s to boot. A range of 1. What is this? Hold on. A range from 1 to 10.8 liters. I'm guessing. We have it all and everything in between. Passenger cars. So you have a car that's going to get renamed. That's all I'm going to say. It would be the cheapest Triple C car. It's going to have a 1-liter inline 3, 6-speed manual, rear wheel drive only, and the price would be $10,000 to $20,000. All I'm going to say is, Joe, I bet you can vouch for me with this. Not going into too much detail, but we named the car. We thought it sounded really cool in the sense that it sounded similar to like how Ford has the Fiesta. It had like a very fun salsa sort of name. And then we realized that the name is linked to racism because a lot of names are really after racism. So obviously we made the right move, and we are currently renaming it. By we, I mean Joe, and by currently, I mean he hasn't done anything. So
Exactly, yeah.
but it will get renamed when the time comes. That would be the cheapest Triple C car. Okay, the Garter SE. Oh wait, did I mention with the last one we didn't know it was a racist name? I don't know if I made.
Yeah, that we, as Justin said, I guess just to kind of sum up what he really said was we had an idea, it was a really cool name.
Do you
After
think
a
we should show
while of
everyone?
having, I mean, I don't think so. We don't want to like stir anything up.
All right.
Uh, but you can if you want to show the design, you can just cover up the name. But
Did somebody join? I think somebody joined.
no,
Oh,
well, it doesn't say. It shows that you joined.
sweet.
But
All right.
anyway, um, back to what I was saying, just to basically sum everything up. Yeah, we had the cool name. We had it for about a couple of months. We didn't talk about it really at all on video. But then Justin was just looking around. You know, it was just one of those nights where he was just kind of like just doing research on like names and stuff. Because I think this was a time where he was looking to see how much of the Google page Killer Truck Customs has, you know, how much links we have and stuff and whatnot. But he looked up the name of the car and we found out that there is something very wrong about the name, and so we were like, that's it. We're done. We're not gonna call it anything anymore. We found out the problem and it's time to just let it go and we're gonna have to rename it. So
Yep.
sad, but we wanted to make sure that it was very friendly and not disrespectful to anybody, so that was why.
All right, sweet. We have the Garter SE. It's funny that the SE name was a joke then, because we have an SE name coming back. I'm not going to say from what, but the SE name is actually coming back. I mean, it's not really a name; it's just two letters, S and E. So that's pretty cool. Interesting. Morrow, a whole bunch of other concepts. A lot of the concepts because a lot of the stuff that we concepted for real life cars are pretty much exactly what the real life cars are going to be. So a lot of the stuff I wanted to show you guys are the projects, small scale projects, the ones that are more likely to be canceled because unlike the future projects where we're like, well, we would have the money hopefully. These smaller projects, there's a lot of we can't afford to do that. So those are the ones you probably want to see. Oh, hello, Alexia Wilson. Hello.
Hello, welcome.
So
We're just doing a little history.
there was a time we had a Killer Croc Customs or Croc Customs were Triple C2. There was a second generation.
I remember that. I was like, "Are you kidding me? We're already making another one, and we haven't even finished the first one."
Yep.
It was so fun.
But you had the Killer Croc, a whole bunch of unnamed cars. Nova VGT, I'm guessing that's what that is. New drill car. Nova V SUV, which was
I
a
was so
joke.
mad at him too. I was like, "Are you seriously making another Croc Customs?"
Yep, but you agreed on the name. You liked the name Croc Customs. That I remember.
Of the Croc Customs, but I was like, "Really? We're making another one?"
Yep, I cannot believe. We have the Texture Nova. We have the Triple C lineup. Second gen Nova V. Oh, these are just random concepts. The Titan Nova. So the Croc Customs ideology. You can't bring down an expensive car to a cheaper car's territory. For example, a Nova V cannot have a Garter engine or anything Garter related, but rather the Garter can receive Nova V parts. Therefore, every car keeps moving upwards. Now, that's a pretty good idea. I think that was a good idea at the time, and I still like that idea. Um, you would never degrade the Nova V name, but rather you would want to upgrade the Garter name by bringing it up to Nova V's level. That was always the theory. You never bring a car down. You bring the smaller car that's already down and bring it up. So that was interesting. The tank car, this one has to make a comeback. 4-liter V8 diesel, 3-speed lever drive, and it's 4-wheel drive, obviously.
Obviously.
Yep. You got the interior all industrial looking. Funny. Cardboard Nova V model. I'm just going to skim through this. Nobody really wants to read all that, but it's step by step how to build your own car. If this is something you guys are interested in, you want to build your own cardboard car that just so happens to look like the Nova V, let us know because we'll DM you all the things to create your own Nova V cardboard model because it's of no use to us because I don't think we're doing that anymore. So, all right.
Well, we think about it sometimes, but it's just rare.
Exactly. He gets it. See? It's got the Libra. Woohoo! Triple C chassis, front engine chassis. We got the Triple C E chassis, independent suspension, front wheel drive only. Triple C V chassis, which is independent suspension, rear wheel drive. So I'm guessing that's probably like your Titan Boas and shit. Triple C T chassis is your solid axle rear wheel drive, so like your trucks. Um, Triple C chassis is an evolution of the T chassis specifically used for the Flying Tiger. So it's a truck chassis, except the Flying Tiger, at least the future one, is going to have the engine running through the middle of the car. So custom made chassis for that, but it's a truck platform. Triple C FE chassis, the large front engine chassis. So that would be your Nova V chassis. The rear engine chassis, um, the Z platform, rear wheel drive independent suspension, so sort of like your Pythons, uh, maybe your Libras. I don't know if that's something. I don't know. I don't know what that was going to be. Um, yeah, okay. ZE platform, same as Z but with solid axles. I guess assuming there was like maybe like a Lesha truck, I guess, or a rear engine solid axle, anything. There you go. Higher strength mechanicals, the CAE platform. I think that this is the Libra platform, the compressed air engineered platform. Um, I'm guessing that's what CAE stands for, but higher strength mechanicals or materials, so that would most likely be your Libra system. The SE platform would be a tub type water corrosion resistance, which would be used kind of on our off-roady cars. Cheaper platform. Okay,
Hmm.
so now we went over that, and we have to close everything out. We have the Nova Cycle, Nova V engine on a motorcycle.
Yeah, woohoo.
All right, so now it's intermission. I'm kidding. No intermission for you guys. You can just pause the video now. All right, all
Yeah, if you're not watching it live.
if you're not watching it live, which thank God nobody is, so you're free to do it. All right, Triple C Volume 4. Uh, uh, William, thank you, Bear. You're welcome. Okay, a lot of stuff my girlfriend put in there. Okay, back back here again with another video. Triple C. This is volume 4, like I said. All 2019 to 2020 cars. So a lot of these pages are easier to flip. They're larger. So Triple C is coming in full swing with these concepts. So we brought back the concepts, but these are more like finalizing them. You have your SATA, SE, another SATA, Garter. The one that we said that we didn't like because it needs a name change is not in here, so you're not going to end up seeing it. Uh,
Yeah.
we pretty much eliminated that car out for now. Morrow, another Amaro, Giorgio. How many George named cars are there? Too many. Uh,
A lot.
exactly. All right, we got the Sonette S. Funny enough, I'll just say because it's already here. This is the model car that inspired the Sonette. I mean, the chassis piece is over here, but still working on it. Gonna hopefully put on display in the back. Uh, the Sonette TWR. God, there's so many papers that keep flying out of this. The Maro S. The Maro LMS. Giorgio Wagon. That's kind of like one of those wacky things. Giorgio Miami Edition, which is like a two-door. Titan Boa. I mean, you guys have seen all these cars before. The Libra, Nova V, and then,
Well, you could show them the more final phases if you really wanted to.
I could. I mean, but a lot of this stuff's been shown already. We've shown this. This is when we were recording videos on YouTube towards the end. Mm-hmm. This is a Libra system. Interesting. And then also the concept stages of the Edie. which I think is right here. Triple C 80. That's the 80 right
Can't,
there.
I don't think we can see it, Justin. You got to give it a second to load. Yeah, there it is. Woohoo! Oh, it's loading in. Perfect.
Yep, so that is a rocket-powered car. Right in the middle of the car, there's a rocket. It's a one-seater, so interesting. Got the Bliss. It's a fun car. Triple C, whatever this is. Triple C logo. Textranova. Textranova. Georgia. Drill Card Challenge. Remember this?
Oh, that was gonna be so much fun. We were gonna have so much people until Corona hit. It was
Yep.
that
It's
was
gonna
gonna
be
be
this year in March.
Yep, it was our idea was to have our friends come together in like groups of two or three or whatever, and we'd have the drill car challenge would be we'd have the same chassis, we'd have very similar drills or whatever I think it was, and we take it through like Thompson Park or something, which
What's
is
Thompson
a
Park?
park far away from us. Um,
Good.
well, now you're giving it away, Justin. Great job. Fucking laughing. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so so anyway, we take it through a park or whatever. No, nothing specific. No specific park or anything. Um,
Or Johnson Park. There's a Johnson Park. We were thinking of
yeah,
multiple parks. Johnson Park. There's a park called Circle Park. Um,
Square Park.
Square Park. Man, that's
But we take the drill carts through like obstacle courses and stuff, and we'd have a great time. We'd hopefully have a bunch of people to come and enjoy it. So, but sadly that was canceled due to Corona, and we really never got to talk about it much. We made a video on it, probably as I said, earlier in the year, but then we never were able to finalize it because, well, yeah. Thanks, Corona.
thanks. So the
Just
rule.
remember, guys. Just remember, guys. We live by Circle Park.
All right. Drill Card Challenge. A Milwaukee frame, and then an 18-volt drill, 10-inch wheels or less, copper axles, body must be cardboard and tape is optional.
Yes, thank you.
Any lights you want, and steering system is optional. I think. I don't know, because I didn't write anything for steering system, so. You don't have to
We
steer.
probably were gonna finalize it sometime.
Yeah, they have to. But Triple C minivan, 3.7 by 7, not
And then
wheel drive. It has to be It doesn't have to be fast. No CVT and advanced materials.
I really can't believe we decided, oh, let's make a minivan with an inline seven.
It was a good idea while it lasted.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then that's it with volume whatever, because the rest is just rough concepts. Really don't mean anything.
Good point. Very good point.
So Triple C Volume 4 going in the books. Or the trash. Whichever
Either
comes.
or is perfectly fine.
Like I said, the concepts that were the coolest were the ones that were for the well, they're not really mini projects. We have other things called mini projects, but the projects we're doing nowadays, the real life ones, those are the ones that were canceled are actually, in my opinion, some of the coolest, unlike the ones that are future. projects that were canceled because those, a lot of these future projects could be canceled, but a lot of these smaller ones, like the ones we built in the back, a lot of those, when we say we're going to do them, we try and do
Get
them.
them done.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do our best to get them done.
exactly. So this one was 3:45 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then here it is back here with another video, which I think we used in some other one. Yep. Actually, coincidentally, we used that same exact thing for volume 4. Back here with another video. And right here it is again in volume 5, back here again with another video. So, you see, this is where things started to go downhill. I'm kidding. Now, this is where we kind of went back to basics onto, all right, we have enough future stuff. Our future cars are already set up. We've concepted them and everything and bored the audience half to death. Let's try and go back to our roots and start designing some more mini projects or smaller projects. So we have the drill card champion idea. So the Dash Series 2 drill card.
Woohoo.
Yep. So that's what it would look like. It would have had the regular drill cart, lights on the top, and pop-up headlights all the way in the front. What was cool about it, which I think I'll showcase here, is it had a cool flipping mechanism where the triangle-shaped front could flip underneath the drill cart, and it was held under there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. A lot of this is classic, like, do you really need it? No, but here you are anyways.
Yeah, we're gonna do it anyway.
Exactly. Now, what was cool about it is that, well, a lot of you guys are probably like, well, what happens if you flip the front cone underneath the car? Now my feet are going to be sticking out. No, because the cone is a different piece than the car. You could drive it without the cone, and that'd be fine, because there's other lights. There's 2 lights underneath the cone that'll still light your way. The cone was there, frankly, to improve aerodynamics, and I bet a lot of people are like, well, why the hell would you need aerodynamics on a friction drive drill cart? Well, this is because this wasn't going to be a friction drive drill cart. This was going to be a chain drive drill cart. So a lot of the power that you lose in drill cart, the one that we made, which we realized after the fact how much power you lose out of it, this you would have made it a lot quicker because you wouldn't be losing power. All the power you make would be going right to the wheels. So this would be actually pretty quick. You're gonna have a memory foam mat, just like on the, on the regular drill card, the first one. We concepted the roof, which this roof is actually going to make a comeback in an upcoming project. A brand new pickup. This roof. A roof similar to that.
Hang on, let it load in. I can't really see it that well. Come on, baby. Give us a good picture. You know you can flip it around, flip the camera around, right? See if that works.
There?
Oh, there you go. That's better, yeah.
Yep. So that might make a comeback. Made of storage containers, triangular cutouts, and all that sort of jazz. And then also we have the flying tiger. Oh, the connection is getting really bad over here. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, Justin. Looks like Justin's got something to take care of. You guys didn't hear. I think that was his family. So I will take over from here for this very moment. Hope you guys are enjoying this. I guess this is kind of our little intermission. I hope you guys are enjoying the little kind of backstories of Triple C and stuff. as you can see over by me, I am not really talking that much. I mean, I am, but oh, well, requested to be in your live video. Go live with J Riv. Just waiting for him to join. Hey, what's up,
Hey,
Justin?
hey, so dinner's ready. Yay!
Okay.
So
Are
that's
you
cool.
able
But
to
I'm
bring
what?
I mean, if you want, you can eat it on stream if you really wanted to.
I won't save you guys that. But we'll go through some of this stuff. We still have a couple more books to go through. So we have the 2020 coronavirus return. Um, we've accomplished the goal of being larger, which is true. We've expanded past YouTube and have hit an all-time high. We've expanded past YouTube, have hit an all-time low in terms of company morale, and so we did accomplish the goal of becoming definitely larger and expanding past YouTube. So our goal was met. I would say it was a 2 out of 3. So we did it. Um, things to things know out this year. Okay, things to know out this year, maybe about this year. Number one priority was drill cart restoration. Number two would be 2020 Flying Tiger restoration. Oh my God, I can't talk.
I
All right.
talk.
Number three, Comet. Well, we did something with the Comet, so that was good. Number 3.5 would be a documentary, which we completed.
Yes, we
Go
did.
watch it. No, Noah's in it. Number
We did the
four,
voicing.
Lesha. Huh?
Noah did the voicing. Yep.
Yep. Number four would be Lesha and a medium scale model. And then number five, I guess, because it just says just a pound sign, everything else. We got Chanley's Comet pictures. There's a lot of them for a car that's no longer here. And then we're going to end it all off for volume 5 with this many pages because I moved everything online.
Yeah, there you go.
So now let's take a look at what volume 6 would have been. That's it.
What does it
That's
say?
volume nothing. It's showing me and you driving off the cliff of no return.
Nothing.
So I think we had the right idea when we were designing that. I guess this was kind of volume 6, but from that point on, we started doing kind of like we didn't really.
Online. Yep.
Yeah, we did it mostly online, but I would say that this is the biggest full-scale book of our concepts. Started in September 13th, 2019. So this isn't an official volume book, frankly, because this is a notebook for school. I think it's about time I make this maybe the new volume 5, maybe, possibly. I don't know. So this is where you get detailed drawings of the Libra and cars like, yeah, this is the thing that really kind of gave birth to some of these really cool concepts that you guys really like.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Triple C tank that nobody even knew existed. The Triple C tank car came from that design. Um, we had Triple C tank car would have a V12 and a V8 diesel. How cool is that? The Flying Tiger would return, of course, so we predicted that. It's funny because the Flying Tiger was released, and then about 2 months after it was released, it was brought back into restoration. So that's good. It's alluding to the quality. Good. This would be the Nova VK. So yeah, it's cardboard. I guess because cardboard starts with the letter K. So
I guess so.
I guess that's what we were going with. Chanley's Comet concepts. Nova V, Garter Titan Bow edition. That was pretty cool. So just a lot of interesting things. I'm just skimming through most of it because a lot of the stuff you've really seen. Like this entire book has been showcased many times
Oh yeah.
on YouTube. Some of the stuff that you probably never seen is stuff like paternity is uncertain, the maternal side is not, the Anasazi, Pacific Northwest, a political equals run by chief, a whole bunch of things from U.S. history in this book. So that's the stuff that didn't make it in because it wasn't Triple C related. Like I said, it was really a school book that it should have been a full-time school book, but it was a part-time school book and a full-time Triple C concept book. And
Exactly.
this right here, this book is all private stuff, but I can't really showcase all of it. However, what I can showcase is some of this classic stuff right here, just like the original Libra,
Mm-hmm.
Horizon Times, which interestingly enough, this this was for a Forza. This was for Forza when me and my cousin used to do Forza car companies. So that's what we did before Triple C. That's the Terra Nova when it was a car. Interesting stuff. And then of course these are something that a lot of Triple C guys have seen, whether it's from the beginning to the end, or what am I saying? The beginning ones to the most recent ones. So right here you have your concepts for when we do our reviews. These are the actual, not replicated, but the actual documents that the Triple C Explorer and the Triple C Assistant actually have used since the very beginning. So it'd be the Flying Tiger right here. That was first seen in the drill cart video, I think. No, it was not. The Comet. We got the drill cart one. So since it's been found on August 2nd or August 3rd, because I can't read, 2019. Of course, Triple C Explorer has signed these, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So these are original, obviously. Let's see. Got the Comet, which is unknown. The Progress, we found it. Triple C Explorer, and a new companion, which was introduced when the Comet was found. They helped us bring the Comet, right?
Yep.
Also, right here, the Dash Series Barunda. So Progress has been found, of course, and this was the very first one where Triple C Explorer had given it to Triple C Assistant. Or yeah, pretty much. I mean, it says Triple C New Companion, but I think the official name is Triple C Assistant because that's what we've been calling him recently. So yeah, that one was there, and of course, the Jettison Triple C Mystere. So this is the most recent one. Crocodilian found in progress. Of course, we're leaving it in progress till we release our next project, because that's how that goes. We will sign that, or we will have them sign that. Of course, I don't know what I'm talking about. I would never forge a signature. So, yep. So look forward to that when they release the next project, because I think there's a couple more projects that I was hearing were making headlines around here. There's some projects running around on the loose that we need caught. So I think it might be time to call back the
We'll
our
see.
old friend.
Explorer.
Yep, because we're gonna need a little help. So that's everything I got on my end.
Yeah, I think that's it for me as well. I mean, that was really it. I mean, it seems like Justin definitely wants to get something to eat. He looks like he is hungry.
Oh yes.
Hello, EG Coop J. Thank you so much for joining in. Sadly, this is the ending. We did have to call it. Justin is hungry, as we can kind of tell. He's very antsy now. And we really pretty much wrapped up all the history. Again, thank you for joining us, everyone that did. We will be posting this on the Instagram if you guys want to watch the full thing. Um, but yeah, I think that's kind of really it. Besides that, I mean, I hope you guys really did enjoy this video and this little stream. I don't know when
Oh
we're gonna
wait,
stream
real,
next.
real quick. Hey, hey.
What?
Oh, okay. No. So I was thinking after I'm done eating, I'm thinking we do a Q&A.
Okay. Yeah, then we'll jump on again. So
We'll leave it up to some of our best fans in here to ask us some questions about things that maybe we went over, or things you never knew about Joe, or where in the world Circle Park is located. So all that and more the following stream.
yeah, so maybe we'll have that. I guess we'll post two videos today, make up for the Monday incident. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. This will be our little intermission for now. I know we were lying about that earlier, but here's our intermission. So hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys. We'll triple see you later in the next stream.
See you later.
Peace, guys. Bye,
Peace.
Justin.
Bye, Joe. See ya.
Are you sure you want to end your live video?